back to another trip. It is Joker's Day today. Podcast Summer Day 2. Let's get it.
Carry this weight on my shoulders, I promise I'm pushing the limit.
And the destination is at the Podcast Summit. Y'all see excellence everywhere. It's Joker's Day. Let's continue on to be great. Life's a trip. Let's go.
You think I must have forgot? Hold on, I'm switching the play. Hold on, I'm switching it. We in this together, no, I got your back. I'm like, don't even mention it. Shine like a star when I hop out of the coupe, I just had an epiphany. Yeah, I'm fresh as hell when I walk in the spot, put them out of their misery. They hating, I see that shit vividly. I come around, all them get fidgety. I told her she come around, and I'm throwing shit down for the ride.
Welcome to TRYPLANTA. We are at the Podcast Summit with Melrose. How are you feeling day 2, brother?
Man, I'm feeling great. I ain't gonna lie. I smell good, feel good, I look even better, and I'm ready to sell all this shit. So you feel me? Let's go for a sellout day. This is day 2, baby.
Day 2. I'm so fly, I'm flew. Shout out to Ema. That shit was hard.
Shout out to your birthday.
Shout out to my birthday. It's Joker's Day today. Appreciate it. Let's see if we can give away 10 shirts. If we don't give away 10 shirts, these people just don't want shirts. Like, who don't want a free shirt? Come on now. It's the trippy verse.
Why would you not want a shirt?
I'm gonna be like, it's my birthday. Y'all want a free shirt?
Let's go this way.
Come on.
Paper, I don't really fuck with the gimmies. Bro got some paper, then I got some paper. I'm like, shout out, we twinning. Proud of myself, I ain't doubting myself. They can't fuck with the vision. Carry this weight on my shoulders, I promise I'm pushing the limit. I just been running up paper, I don't really fuck with the gimmies. Bro got some paper, then I got some paper. I'm like, shout out, we
Hey, welcome back to another trip. Welcome back to another trip. We are at Podcast Summit Day 2. Also my birthday. Not also my birthday, that's a separate entity, but we are at Podcast Summit Day 2. We already knocking out things. It's early. Let's get it. Plus, y'all seen the Run Club? Pumped up. The 7-figure Run Club. Morning Meetup Run Club. Let's get it. So, you gotta come check out the booth so you can actually see the layout. So, I gotta ask you real quick.
Are we doing another one? What's up?
Just real quick.
All right, cool. Let's do it. Come on.
So you got this advertising backpack. Why?
I mean, what is it? Content is currency, and attention is obviously, ebb and flow at the end of the day. It's the flow of everything. It's the frequency of everything. So yes, I'm 6'11", but people at times can be a little bit, intimidated to come to me. But when they see this, that actually draws attention even more. So, you gotta have anything you can do to honestly just separate yourself from pack, be unique, and attract those people.
Yeah, I'm fresh as hell when I walk in the spot, put them out of their misery. They hating, I see that shit vividly. I come around, all them get fidgety. I told her she come around, and I'm throwing shit down, put her right in her kidneys. I've been developing sound, when I'm done with the rap, I'll be writing some symphonies. Hey, y'all really? Everything I've been doing,
all of our resources behind him. We said we were gonna go get rich, we were gonna go get wealthy. We did that, and then we said we would make sure that he has an education that is unmatched. So we started paying for him to learn how to do stock. We're paying for him to learn how to do business optimization, and now we have him at the Podcast Summit because we're gonna amplify his voice. I hope I answered your question.
Yes, sir, definitely. It really cultivated another question from like a parental perspective. How important is it for parents to step back from their own life, being of age, 30, 40 plus, to realize that their seed needs to be invested in and not just like, oh, he'll figure it out?
I think it's critical, especially from my face perspective, man. A guy once told me, and I believe him, it was a wise man, he said that if you're 30 or 40 years old and you're not training up somebody behind you, then your actual legacy and your generation or your bloodline is gonna be diminished. Right, so at that point, it was like, hey, I done had my run, you know what I mean? I'm still getting it, but I got a wife now, man. My thing I could do behind the scenes, let me just do real estate. But for my son, that's our legacy.
Yeah.
So that's number one.
Real
You know
talk.
what I mean? So forget me trying to showcase. My wife don't even want to be in the spotlight. So it was like, man, do it for him, man. So it was critical.
This suit, bro, like you really the freshest man in here. You know that?
Yeah, last time was an orange suit that actually looked like it had something that said like a billionaire.
You really
And
are a
I felt
billionaire.
like a billionaire.
Yes,
I ain't
sir.
yet, but I will be. Mark my words, I'll be even bigger than that.
Hey, LeBron, what's the motivation behind doing what you do?
Motivation is to be a great speaker, a communicator, helping showing my parents I can be a communicator because they already know I can be a communicator. I talk all day long in the house. It's like, maybe I need to get in the bathroom saying this guy won't stop talking to me. And so they're trying to use that voice and I don't want to use my voice outside the public. I don't talk to people. And they're showing me I can talk. If I know how to talk, like on this, it's showing me your voice is your power. If you don't use your voice, you don't have power.
That's real talk. And I'm glad you are using your power, bro. Like, it's important. As a black woman, you spoke on it. How are you protecting your mental health in the space of all the eyes on you?
I have a dog named Kofi. That's my fur baby son. Love him to death. He keeps me sane. I also have an amazing husband and support system, so that helps. But also, I'm a really big advocate of just health. I work out every day. I read and have audiobooks every day, and I'm always just trying to find out who Renee is. And I think shifting the focus from everyone else to myself has helped keep me body, mind, and soul more aligned than I was before. So just keep discovering who you are, keep growing your story, your legacy, and once you're focused on that, then your mental health will be that will be the main focus. Is always going to be yourself, your health, your wealth. So that's what I do to keep sane. I don't say it works all the time, but it's working right now.
Right.
So.
And we appreciate that, and we appreciate you sharing your story as well. Shout out to supportive relationships and marriages one time. Is there any last words you got for the supporters community?
This is my first time at the podcast summit. I think that if this is something that you're trying to do or have had an idea about doing it, or if you just want to create content, not necessarily a podcast, I think that, again, investing in yourself and coming to events like this is really going to open your mind up so that you can feel more inspired and honestly just ready to work when you get home. So just keep working on you. That's the only message I got for you today.
What I do with my podcast, I try to make sure that I can uplift people and let them know whether you've been through a bankruptcy, whether you've been through a divorce, whether you got laid off, or if you have some kind of medical condition, you can always come back, but you just have to make that decision like, I'm ready to turn it around.
Yes, sir. And how important is it for our community to be financially literate?
Man, that's the key. I mean, from this event to Invest Fest, and again, if you look at the data, because I'm always looking at things like, people say I don't have no money, but then I'm looking at all the kids that's going back to school. All the kids are just dripped out. But really, that's a manifestation of what the parents are going through. A lot of the parents didn't have it like that when they was a kid. So now they turn around, you got a first grader with an iPhone 16, got on $220 Jordans, got on these high-priced jeans, $100 jeans, $100 shirt, but not only are they not financial literate, they not even reading on level. So the game is set up like this. The more people that don't know what's going on, the more money all these corporate clients can make. So when you go to the bank, people make the assumption that the banker understands financial literacy. A lot of the bankers are struggling. People think that they realtor, and I've had this happen, they think their real estate agent knows about buying houses. But how can you know about buying a house if you're a real estate agent, you struggling, and you live in an apartment?
Yeah.
So you got to make sure that the people that you tap into, they actually understand and know what they're talking about, and they've done the research.
I just been running up paper, I don't really fuck with the Guinness. Bro got some paper, then I got some paper. I'm like, shout out, we 20. Proud of myself, I ain't doubting myself. They can't fuck with the vision.
What is your target audience with your books?
About the 4th grade on up. My goal is to inspire a love for reading. I know the kids are into the phones and everything is visual, but I did want them to understand the motives behind the story, which were all of them have lessons behind it. And if they can get the message behind the stories, that would be great.
Right. And I see that you also have a play as well, right? You have a play can you tell us about that?
Yes, that's my first book, The Candy Store Nightmare, and I wrote a screenplay for that particular book. I'm going to write screenplays for all of them. And the reading is important, but I think if they can act out the stories, I think the message would be a little bit more clear for them. And so that's my goal, to get into school so that they can act out the stories and it can even be more impactful for them.
Okay. That's beautiful, by the way.
Yeah, thank you.
Do you feel like there's a consistent theme with every book that you drop? Like, is it like a series, or are they different type of motivational lanes that some may feel more pulled towards to do or read?
Yeah, it is a series, but it's a series of motivation. So my first book is about peer pressure, not following the wrong crowd. My second book, The Entitled Kid, is about appreciation and gratitude. My third book, The Flawless Mirror, is about self-esteem and self-worth. And my fourth book right now is called The Outfit That Started a Friendship. That's about diversity, celebrating diversity and prejudice. So actually, we're in that big right now. And so just appreciating each other for who we are.
What is the biggest thing that you've learned over the years?
Yeah, so it was so many things that I learned. The number one thing I learned, that at the beginning, it really didn't matter how much money we had. We only had a $200 charge card from Target. We took that $200 and we was able to go and buy a lawnmower, a broom, a rake, and some hedge trimmers, and we started to dream that way. And so I want to tell any entrepreneur out there, young entrepreneurs, that listen, it doesn't matter how much you have to start. What matters is that you do start. And so that was the first thing. And then from there, you get into this place where you don't know whether or not you made the right decision, because a lot of doors may close in your face. But then you got to look at it and say, do I really want this? Am I willing to put everything that I have into it to make it work? And so that lesson of having focus, that lesson of having faith, that lesson of having stick-to-itiveness, that lesson of having perseverance, all those things play a part into the journey of having success in any business venture.
Right, Yes, right. And when it comes to building a community, what is the first step every owner or individual should take?
The first step is define the purpose of the community. What is the transformation? Because everybody, I say this all the time, the radio station everybody tunes into is WIIFM. What's in it for me? And if there is no clear transformation, if there is nothing that is clear to your audience of what they're getting out of your community, then you're just wasting your time and theirs.
Right, right. So once you have that clear branding, how do you maintain this community once people start flowing in and you get 100, 200, 1,000, 50?
Yeah, most definitely. So the first 48 hours is the most important time frame of when you have people come into your community, because that's when they decide if they're going to stay or if they're going to leave. And so if your onboarding system is not right, if you are kind of wishy-washy of when you show up, if you're only relying on automated posts and things of that nature and you're not pouring your heart into it, then you're not going to have a sustainable community. There's going to be no retention. The average retention rate for a community is only 2 months. So if you're not taking the steps to make sure that those people are feeling engaged with not just you, but with everybody else that's in the community, I guarantee you'll be within that 2-month mark.
Yes, sir. And how long have you been into the real estate business?
I've been a realtor since about since 2007. So that's how many years is that? I'm not good at math. That's maybe 17 years?
Yeah, about 17, 18, depending on when you started.
17, 18 years. So I've been around through a couple different cycles right now. So it's just one right here. Let me tell you right now, we're in Atlanta. Atlanta prices are going down. And since they're going down, what that means is opportunity is right now. Watch it go down, and this is when you want to buy. What I will tell you, watch what Donald Trump is doing. Donald Trump is actually doing a lot of different laws for real estate. I don't know what we're talking about, but if we're going to talk real estate, I can talk about it with you.
Man, we're going to explore whatever trip you're trying to take us on, bro. I'm just curious on, so you say you started in 2007. Now, I know a little bit of something. Yeah. You started in the middle of...
It was the worst after that. 2008. It was the worst time. I actually got into network marketing. I got in a company called 5 Links. That was what made my money. So I always kept my real estate license. I know I needed it, but I joined network marketing, became a senior vice president, and then since then I've just been doing a lot of different businesses. And honestly, I came into a new path right now, into the mental health space right now, which is a big space right now. I'm working on a book called The Bipolar Roller Coaster, and I got the Bipolar Conference. So I got I got a lot of things going on. I just chat GPT myself. They told me a lot of things I ain't know.
Yes, sir. And how important is it to use like modern AI platforms such as ChatGPT for your business?
I'm just now learning it because right now I have a lot of organic followers and a lot of organic social media follows and likes and views, and I don't know how to monetize that. I just asked it how to monetize it. It told me a game plan.
No, real talk though, being an entrepreneur is dope. What did you see or what did you experience that made you say entrepreneurship is dope?
I mean, there's all types of things. I mean, the whole reason I became an entrepreneur was so that I can do what I want to do, when I want to do it, how I want to do it. Meaning, nobody telling me what time I got to clock in, nobody telling me what time I can take a lunch break, nobody telling me how I got to do my work. So all of that in itself is the dope part about entrepreneurship. Not saying there's no challenges, but overall, it's dope.
I appreciate you, just having space and being available for me. Like, real talk. What does it mean to be a part of a community that is intentional like that?
What does it mean to be a part of the community that is intentional like that? I mean, most importantly, I just think that we all need to come together. People think it's competition, but there's really no competition. Like, we all go into partnership, we all promote each other, we all helping each other out. And that's how you build on brick by brick by brick by brick, and now you have a house. So as long as we continue to do that, as long as we continue to support each other and unify each other, then we grow to unstoppable capabilities.
Yes, sir. And one of our famous slogans is "Life's a trip," which means the real you prevails. What does that mean to you?
Life is a trip, so the real you prevails. I think that people don't truly step into their purpose until they be their unapologetic true self. Let me explain a little bit more. So a lot of times, people are working hard, but things aren't working for them. And it's because they've seen somebody else be successful in a certain industry, but they haven't done what they truly are authenticated to do. God put us, each and every single one of us here, for a purpose. And until we tap into ourselves, we're not able to figure out what that purpose is. So get in alignment with God, get in alignment with your purpose, get in alignment with the things that are meant for you, and then you'll see success.
Yes, sir. So being in the industry since you were 7 years old, how are you applying all of that knowledge to what your own business, your own podcast that you're doing today?
Ooh, well, I mean, it's layers to it,
Let's break it down.
It's layers to it. So, being young, I was in commercials, I was on Broadway, doing Broadway shows, movies. It's one of those things like, you're a young child going into a more of an adult entertainment type of business. You learn a lot, you see a lot, and you grow up a lot quicker than your counterparts do.
Exactly.
So, how it's played into, like, for some reason I felt like it took me a while to grow up because I still was trying to feed that inner child that I never really got to be a kid. So, I made stupid mistakes,
Yeah.
because, I just was in a different mindset than I think a lot of other people, as I was growing up. But as I've gotten older now, it's well, a lot of people see, especially with child actors, and I definitely can contest to this.
Yeah.
I'm not at the level of certain child actors that you see, but, when they say, they a little touch, a little special sometimes, I understand. I can see because of the things that you have to do, you have to be a part of, and you have to see at such a young age, mentally, that can mess with you even going into your adulthood. So this is one reason why Cry, Laugh, Repeat, my podcast, is really focusing on mental health, So coming from a mental health scare, it's one of those things like, you're embarrassed to talk about it because it's so like faux pas, like, nobody wants to touch it, especially in our community. But going through what I went through, and it's just like, man, like, I'm starting to see that I'm not the only one. And I think other people need to see that, especially in the Black community? Like,
So with music, it's just that you're always adapting. You can always cater your sound to something new, and you're never done creating. And so you can always perfect something. So once you make something, go ahead, get it out there, get on the next, because that's art in itself. Art is never perfect.
Entrepreneurs that want to learn how to balance health and wellness alongside their business.
And how long have you been in your industry?
I've been in my industry for almost 9 years now, which is
What is the biggest thing that you've learned?
the biggest thing that I've learned being just in fitness in general. It's not as hard as you think.
Why is that?
When it comes to health and fitness, simplicity is better. So a lot of people try to go 6 days a week and work out for 2 hours and do all this extra stuff, and it's just not necessary for you to reach your goals.
So what do you recommend for someone that's starting out to get into the fitness journey to stay committed?
I recommend just moving. Start with increasing your steps. You got to know where you are first. A lot of people don't even know where they are as far as like the amount of steps you're getting per day or the amount of water you're intaking or the amount of calories you're getting. Just start by figuring out where you are and then increase that. So if you start to track and you're only hitting 2,000 steps a day, increase that by 1,000 each week. Start with something like that. Nutrition, if you're, pro tip, a hack, aim for your goal body weight in grams of protein per day. That'll help you hit your calorie goal. So a lot of people want a calorie count and they think it's hard to do, but you got to know where you are if you want to actually get on this fitness journey. So just start very simple.
Yes, ma'am. And I noticed your necklace says 1111. What does that mean to you?
To me, it just means being in alignment. So walking in purpose, making sure that you're staying true to yourself and transparent with everything that you do, and just always.
This camera, but I do all the editing.
Word, nah,
Yeah.
that's tough though. Cause for real, we've been watching a lot of people saying that they want to get started, they're gonna start. They got people around them and they can't even get an episode off. You feel
Real
me? So
talk.
for you to be able to do that by yourself, that's tough, bros. I salute it for sure, yo.
Yes,
now
sir.
hold on, what's the merch here? Hold up.
So
split up?
all right, let me explain the booth, and y'all might need a little B-roll just so they can get it going.
Yeah, I'm gonna
So
get B-roll.
look,
We're gonna split that.
this right here is the exclusive collab with Cool People Network, which is why you see multiple different brands at my booth. I like to, so with Trippy is a bridge. We like to bridge the gap across creators and industries and professionals. So when I seen the opportunity that I had with this platform, I'm like, I can't just keep it for me. I'm not about to be selfish. So I put my bro on, Melrose 2020 Urban Streetwear.
Okay, I met him earlier.
Yes,
Shout out
sir.
Melrose.
Shout
Word,
out, bro.
for sure.
Crew came right every wrong also because it just completed the whole outlet mall experience. That's what I wanted to create because I got the media. It's nothing to do to this all day.
Word.
But to be able, for him to engage, he's engaging. Everybody's just being able to engage, utilizing my platform.
Yeah, product placement is important. But
Yes,
yo,
sir.
y'all 420 friendly? Keep it real. It's illegal. It's legal a lot of places, bro. It's
Yes,
legal.
sir.
And we from Jersey. We from Jersey where it's
it's-
completely legal. We playing
Yes,
with
sir.
it. All right, so
It's the trip. If you know, you know.
Right.
If you know, you
It's the
know.
trip. All right, cool.
You ain't gotta be. We can talk in here, bro. We in here.
Yeah,
we gotta talk. Let's talk there.
We know everybody in here. They be
cool.
real.
We cool.
Everybody in here be real, kind of.
What's up?
On the vibe, but it's the vibe. But we giving it up over
We
here.
ain't doing no extra.
We ain't doing
Just,
nothing.
yeah, cussing all. If people like, can I cuss on? Yeah, bro. Like, come
You're
on.
right. You can cuss on this show.
You think I must have forgot? Hold on, I'm switching the plot. Hold on, I'm switching it. We in this together, no, I got your back. I'm like, don't even mention it. Shine like a star when I hop out of the coupe, I just had an epiphany. Yeah, I'm fresh as hell when I walk in the spot, put them out of their misery. They hate and I see that shit vividly. I come around, all them get fidgety. I told her if she come around, I'm throwing shit down, put her right in her kidneys. I've been developing sound.
I gotta hit that shit.
Brands make some
Reach
money
back.
too.
Each one teach one.
100%.
Can you speak on why you felt that way? Like, what happened in your life or in your mindset that was like, I'm done with the big brands. I want to focus on brothers. I want to focus on people that look like me.
I mean, to be honest, it's a little bit of mixed motivation, but I'm from the hood. I'm from New York, Brooklyn, New York. And in the era that I really grew up, like, unfortunately, I was involved in things that I shouldn't have been. And I got shot and stabbed. And I did
All praises to the Most High. For the one time, all praises that you still here, brother. I appreciate you.
Exactly, and I did things in my community that hurt my community, and so as I started to change my life and make my situation better, a lot of the friends that I used to hang out with and still have respect for, I see them still stuck in the same positions, and the main difference was they just don't know better. They weren't able to see more beyond the streets. And so my whole goal was like, you know what? I want to be able to change that. I want to be able to build something that everybody could go and understand, like, yo, there's more than just this.
So just kind of hearing all of the stories are amazing, but we also want to understand what are people doing once they get off the court or off the field so that people can understand different things or different avenues. So ideally, we want to talk real estate investments and how people are investing once their identity just kind of transitions, right? Once they're no longer playing. So we want to capture that, but then we also want to tell and listen to really great stories. So we want these people who are seemingly untouchable to the rest of the world to really bring their stories to everyone so that they feel like they're part of their family as well. But we also want to understand, how are you making money off the court or off the field? What's your identity like once things transition and you're no longer operating in that gift or in that skill set? So just want to bring that financial literacy, investment knowledge, investment know-how to the table, but also all of these amazing stories as well that could captivate audiences across the world.
Another trip. We are at the podcast summit with
Ash Cash, the financial motivator.
Yes, sir. And we see you got a lot of books.
Yes.
You do a lot of motivation. You do a lot of things. What is the most impactful thing that you feel like you have to offer for the community?
Man, the most impactful thing I have to offer to the community is letting them know that abundance is their birthright. If anybody, I don't care what your religion is, what you believe, if you believe in God, then you know that you are made in the image and likeness of the Most High. And if you are made in the image and likeness of the Most High, if God is infinite possibilities, then you are infinite possibilities. That means abundance is your birthright. That means you don't have to rob, you don't have to steal, you don't have to hate on nobody, you ain't got to be jealous, you ain't got to take anything that's not yours, because you can be, do, and have anything that you put your mind to. You just have to vibrate on the level of the abundance that you desire, and once you do that, then all is yours.
Yes, sir. And what was the trip to get in that mindset that abundance is your birthright?
Yeah, I think it was really just realizing that people were lying to me, right? So I grew up in the projects in Harlem, low income, and I thought that because of my circumstance, I was my environment, I was my circumstance. But then when I started to just really read books, and all of the books, whether it was Think and Grow Rich, whether it was As a Man Thinketh, they were telling me that I could change my situation by just thinking about it. And so I'm like, nah, I gotta see it first, right? But then I realized, now I gotta see it in my mind. And then when I started practicing it, and I started realizing, like, I could really, like, have anything. Like, there is no limit. The only reason, if I don't have something, is just because I haven't visualized it. I haven't had a strong enough desire for it. And once I realized that God was the limit, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna do it in my life first, and I'm gonna be the example. And then I'm gonna help other people do it in their lives. So I have this saying where I said, we are greatness on display, right? If you look at the initials of East, that's G-O-D. The only way you can prove God is being greatness, right? And so once you're greatness, you're not supposed to hide your greatness. You're not supposed to cower about your greatness. You need to show your greatness, because once you show your greatness, now you're proving to everybody else that you are made in the image and likeness of God. You are God. You are greatness on display.
That was fire. And why did you start a run club?
Oh man, because running is like really important to me. I don't know I actually know where it started from. It started from like me running in the military and things like that. And also too, when I started to join run clubs, I know what it felt like to feel misplaced, not seen, not heard, alone. You get what I'm saying? So that made me want to start my own run club to make people feel comfortable, to make people feel seen and heard, because it's a tough thing to get into. Like, running is not easy. Running never gets easy. It's always hard. You just get used to it. So yeah.
Real talk. And what is the message behind your run club? Why yours?
Run your path. That's the message behind mine. Run your path, because everybody have a path set for them. You just have to walk it or run it. You get what I'm saying? God has a path set for all of us. And that's pretty much the message. And also too, keep showing up. Like I said this morning, keep showing up, man. Every day. It don't matter if you do a podcast 10 minutes, bro. You showed up that day.
Real talk.
You get what I'm saying? So yeah.
We showed up this morning.
Facts.
Shout out to you, bro.
Facts.
Play the clip.
Let's go.
Here we go. There.
He was out there getting to it, you know.
He was chanting.
Chanting. You hear what I'm saying? We had that shit on. We popping our shit. Can I cuss?
Yeah.
Look, we popping our shit. We turned up. You know what I mean? We vibing. We had a good time.
It's never about me. Every time I get on stage, I have a inkling of a chance where I get a little nervous. And everybody's like, Mike, there's no way with your energy that you get nervous. I do. It's because I always forget that it was not about me. And as soon as I switch the focus from being about me to being about the people that I'm serving and about God doing what he's going to do through me, all of a sudden my nerves is gone.
Yes,
It's the mailman is never nervous about the type of mail he's delivering. What the person receiving the mail has to open that. The mailman is just to deliver it. My message is just to give the people what it is that God gave me. I'm just a mailman. It's not personal, it's just business.
That's tough right there. Have you been a part of the YouTube?
Like I said, 6 years now. It's been a true, long, total 6 years.
Yes, sir. And what is the biggest thing that you've learned being a 6-year YouTuber?
Consistency is key. I'm not gonna lie. Everything else, you can make something today, you can be gone tomorrow. None of that matters. As long as you're consistent, overall, you'll succeed. Just keep going.
Yes, sir. And what type of message do you want to give to the community with your platform?
Be careful about what you place online. Be very careful about what you place online for 2 reasons. One, if you end up saying anything crazy, you'll end up on the Breakfast Club having to apologize later on if you become that famous. And 2, if you say something really stupid, I'm gonna have to make a video about you and I'm gonna clown you to death. And a lot of people are gonna see it, and you don't want that to happen. So be careful about what you put online.
So with that being said, what is the craziest thing that you've ever covered?
Probably this family called the Resilient Jenkins. They're a homeless family. They choose to be homeless though, and they have about 7 kids, and they keep having kids.
What?
They both refuse to work because they don't want the government suppressing them, but they want TikTok and their audience to give them money. That's probably the craziest thing I've ever covered.
That does sound. You got the without God, I'm nothing hat. That brother right there, 17-year-old trying to get into real estate. What advice would you give him starting from where he's doing?
Okay. So he told me definitely he wanted to be in real estate as well, and I supported his vision, and I told him, first thing I asked him, what's your budget? How much you trying to do? Because you said, hey, you want to sell hats to get into real estate. How much do you want? What is your projected budget? It's like, I really don't know. And then he said a number, which was $350,000. I say, no, you got to start lower. You feel what I'm saying?
Come on now.
You know.
You're selling hats.
We selling hats. If we thinking about buying a $350,000 property starting off, it's not going to work. Let's start off from the bottom. I got properties that took me $1,000 for a mobile home that I've been renting out for the last 3-4 years. You get what I'm saying? So it's tiny homes that I'm bought that I'm making $1,000 a month. It's RVs that's at a cheaper price point. Don't start high. Let's start low and invest low. Because if we starting high, we're never going to achieve that. And now you done waited 5, 10, 15, 30 years of your life on a goal that was too high. Dumb your goal down. Let's start from the bottom, then work our way up.
So to keep it real, I know that I need a certain level of accountability, and so I knew that Shans could only do so much. Even with like CJ and all them, I knew that they could only do so much. Right. So what I did is I actually sent out a message in the Zoom chat and was like, hey, I'm starting a accountability group. If you would like to be a part of it, DM me the word podcast. This is my IG. And about 16 people DM me. And so I started accountability group, and at 16, we've been real tight. We all here right now. We hang out, we meet every week. And so we actually, one of the members, which we function together. It ain't no hierarchy, like we function together. We all help each other. One of them suggested the book, The 12-Week Year. So we all kind of dipped into it, and it was like, oh, bet. We gonna do our first 30 days. We're doing something within our first 30 days. We all had I set up accountability tracker, a goal tracker. We put our goals down. We checked every week to make sure we was really about that. I actually had people get accountability partners. So not only do we got the group, but you got a specific partner that you talk to. And I mean, you can't win when you can't lose when you know that somebody's holding you accountable. Not just in a group of 100, but in a group of 16. Nowhere to hide. So.
Are you preparing now to execute what you do on September?
Well, that's another great question. So I'm here at the podcast summit, right? I'm trying to soak in all the information I can from all the ones that paved the way for us, right? And so whether it's soaking in information, constantly just, sitting down and being creative. I think being creative and having creative ideas is one thing, but then also understanding what you need to do on the back end so that the masses could see it, if that makes sense.
Speaker would be best for this conference. So then they would, shoot the message, are you interested? Instead of having to think who would be good for my event, it's already automated. So that setup process, that contact process, it already makes sense.
Yeah. We're building out an AI, which basically you put in certain inputs in your profile, and then we give you conferences, podcasts, and people that you should connect to just based off the algorithm of the AI. So we'll be announcing that soon, and that'll be something we'll publicize via the platform. But yeah, like the main reason why I'm out here at Podcast Summit is to find new podcasters, influencers, and media collaborators to bring, my qualified subject matter experts to create some win-wins. They can bring value to your platform and you can amplify their platform on yours. So it's all about collaboration over competition and figuring out ways where we can help each other. And that's what I try to promote within Big Stage Energy is don't just approach people saying, I need something, but approach people doing some research on what is it that they might be looking for and proactively provide that so that we can create this barter system that helps everybody win.
Ooh. Listen to what he's saying, because it's literally what y'all see me do. Tax specialist.
Yes.
So is there a specific lane that you are in for people that they are in to work with you?
Yes, definitely. So we focus on tax strategies. So not all tax professionals veer in the same lane. We specialize in different areas. Some are just general practitioners.
Yeah.
And so I do specialize in tax strategies for business owners. I mainly focus on business owners. We do planning, tax planning as well. We also do tax debt resolution. So a lot of times our goal is trying to keep business owners out of tax debt and helping them navigate through that process.
Right. Is there a type of ideal business owner that you want to work with?
Yes.
Okay.
The ones that want to stay informed.
Right.
The ones that like to listen
Exactly.
and follow directions.
Yes.
Because our path is actually to advise them, provide guidance based on where they are and get them to the next level. Also to help save them on taxes, and there's certain things that they have to follow in order for us to make them successful. So yes, someone who is open to coaching, pretty much just like I would do in the regular business, but also to coaching based on our expertise in the tax world. So that person could potentially be a high income earner. They could also be someone who's just starting out in the business. We're here to guide them. But if they're open and receptive to that information, then that's the person that we want to work with.
Right. How long have you been into the cloud engineering industry?
So I've been in the tech space, about 7 years and 6 years as a professional.
Okay, and what got you into cloud engineering?
Well, for me, originally, I wanted to become an economist. So I wanted to predict markets, how businesses, how economies work. That's what I wanted to do as a living. But, after looking at many other people who were in the economic space, you don't really make much money as an economist unless you get a PhD. Whereas tech, 7 years ago, getting a bachelor's can get the job done and you can make a lot of money.
And tech now, how do you feel about getting into tech now?
Well, I'll say getting into tech now, I'll say two things. Number one, everybody needs to be technical. They need to have technical literacy. As a business owner, as a sales professional, you don't even got to be an engineer. Just merely having technical literacy is necessary, because as a business, you have to have a technical strategy. You're using these tools to solve your business problems. Number one. Number two, for those who do want to work in the technical world, work in the tech space, understand today there's a lot of automation going on. We have a very shaky economy, unpredictable leadership on the presidential side of the house.
Real talk.
We don't know. He's like the Joker. You watch Batman?
My name is Trippy Joker.
So you understand the Joker's unpredictable. We got a president right now who's unpredictable. You don't know what's going to happen next. So the economy is very shaky right now. So if you do want to get into tech, understand that's not going to be easy. It was a lot easier 3-4 years ago during the pandemic because there's a lot of money printing. And there was just a lot of cash companies had on hand to do a lot more hiring. There's other factors in it too. But all this to say, brother, right now, if you do want to get into tech space, you can. Just understand it's going to be a bit harder than it was 3-4 years ago.
So recommended to interview you because you was on House of Pain.
Yeah, I was. That was.
Can you speak on your acting journey?
Long time journey in it. Had a good time doing it. Still have a good time doing it. I think that is my gift and calling. It's the thing that I've worked at the longest. But
and how long have you been at it?
Oh, dude, lifetime. I done raised babies, left women, Lost houses.
He done did it all.
I mean, you know, the deal is the journey of my life has been a blessing. It really has not been me. It's been all God. Let's be real. That's the real deal.
And being in the industry for as long as you have, what is the biggest thing that you've learned?
Choose a great partner.
Talk about it. What does a great partner look like? Like qualities for you?
Assets, not liabilities. So it ain't just boobs and butt. It's assets. The ability to bring something to the table that helps to push your dream, that pushes you further. That's what you want in your life. So the biggest decision that you're gonna make in your life, who that partner is, who that queen is, who that person is that is around you.
Put it in your bag. I gotta run. Put it in your bag. I'm trying to get to as many people.
You know what? I interviewed this one. I'm satisfied with that. A bag, there you go.
Put them on the same bag.
Both in the same bag. That's large.
Yes.
So look, I partnered with brands to make it an outlet my experience.
What's up, my brother? What's up, brother? Hey, look, congratulations, right over there.
Oh, so y'all did it together?
Yeah.
How y'all get this?
How did I do it? I didn't know that.
It was an open space, so we just pushed it a little forward.
Why not? We're going to dominate, bro. You said be bold, be confident, be...
Listen, y'all not supposed to do that. And I like the fact that y'all did that. Yo, I'm not mad at y'all. Just say, yo, you know what y'all want. Yo, bro, first off, they pay for a table. They got tables and racks. They got a whole little box. You're not supposed to do that. Y'all not supposed to do that. Media only. Hey, but at the same time, mad proud of them. Because that's a move I'd have done. Like, yo, man, I'm going to do it till somebody tell me not to. For real. All right, so this yours. This is my different one.
What's up? Appreciate the support, bro. Real talk. Shout out to the Trippyverse. He said, this is how you take over. The host of this event is impressed. Come on now. Ain't nobody else doing it like Trippy. Let's get it.
All right. So, man, your boy walking around showing mad love to everybody. He's supporting everybody.
Shout out to Dave.
Shout out to Dave. You feel me? Giving donations. He also bought some merch from us as well. But what I did differently is I let him buy something, but then I gifted him something on top of that because, you know, he's showing love. I feel like it's only right that I show love too, especially since I'm watching what's going on and nobody else had the audacity to do that. So I said, let me be the real one and provide back.
Yes, sir. How important is it for you to just sometimes give out some merch?
Man, giving out merch can take you a long way, whether it's a donation or you just showing love to somebody else, because at the end of the day, when you show love, you always gonna get it back. So I'd rather have good karma than bad.
Yes, sir. We appreciate you doing your things. Keep grinding, brother. Y'all gonna see way more Trippy Melrose. A trip through Melrose. Let's get it. Bow.
Listen,
You said you went
Alyssa's
Porsche
on the camera.
driving?
She's the best person ever. Yes, I did went Porsche driving because my ADHD coach, she actually told me if I wanted my Porsche, then I need to feel what it feels like. So we went and test drive the Porsche Taycan. And it's the electric vehicle, high-level sponsors. If you have 50 users or 75 users under you, you can get any type of hybrid car. And they want you to have the best because you can say, High Level bought me this car. I also just told him that I went to Turks and Caicos off the strength of all my affiliate stuff. So High Level, we also have Passenger Princesses, which is one of my brands, because I don't drive, but I make money while I'm sitting there. I mean, I can drive past the Walmart and get money just for driving past the Walmart.
Tell them one more reason why they need to sign up for High Level.
High Level is great because we just made over $1,000 from just sitting down, talking to people, and we did tap to pays. She also sold her merch. I don't even know how much she sold in merch, but all of these things are collaborative. I do funnels, which is social media. You can do your full social media management from high level, your landing pages from high level. So if you want your websites done, high level, and last but not least, your automation. So when they say, DM me the word or comment the word and I'll DM you, so I'll go high level.
I need my affiliate link too. Because how you just said that on my platform, I'm gonna need that. So
We break bread. You get rich, I get rich, we get rich.
the power of proximity. Shout out to the marketing besties.
My marketing besties, follow me at Curlissa.
And how has day 1 and 2, just the whole thing, because we in the last few hours, we can talk about the reflection at this point.
Listen, I love Dave. David Shands is a great man.
Shout out to Dave again.
Yes, I've been in his community morning meetup for 4 years now. And it's to the point that he's allowing me to host in there. So not only do I get to talk in there every day, I've been hosting for the last over a month, so it's July and August now. But this morning I got to get up and say, hey guys, come see me upstairs. So that already drove traffic. There's hundreds of people in that group. So that's just starting off. So I already knew coming in, I would meet some people, but I would already have people that would come and find me. So that's one part. It was really great to talk to the people that I did engage with for the past couple of months and years in person. So that was great. And then just meeting new people, getting new followers, but also with all of that, we have our podcast. We just got a whole lot of content done. I got to meet you, my new Kentucky brother, and we're not that far. We're in Virginia, so we get to link up, do some things. But for me, Podcast Summit doesn't start or stop with day 1 and 2. We've been doing a lot of work before, and we're going to be doing a lot of work after.
Come on now. Y'all see the history. Y'all know the history. And when I slapped to Virginia, I'm trying to go to the beach, because don't y'all got that over?
We got the beach, we got the baddies, we got a lot of things that are legal.
Trip to Virginia. That I'm gonna leave it right there. We're gonna teleport.
And make sure y'all subscribe, follow him, do all the things you're supposed to do. Don't just be watching stuff. He's putting y'all on game, getting in the rooms for you. Okay?
Everything's quality over here.
Quality. Alyssa's on the behind, you know? Yeah.
Real talk. Shout out to Alyssa.
Yeah.
Just remember what happens on earth stays on earth.
The Tryp is Reese's destination at the Podcast Summit. We are at the end of day 2. I appreciate y'all being a part of the trip. We got my brother Melrose. Shout out to you, brother. We got my brother Crew. Shout out to you. Creating a full online physical presence outlet experience. How are y'all feeling at the end of day 2?
Feeling good. Feeling good. Feeling great.
If you're feeling good, I'm feeling even better.
And with that being said, if you are a brand owner, if you have a business, if you have some clothes, if you have a podcast networking app, shout out to Cool People Network. If you have some great juices, some great products that people can consume so they are feeling great inside, shout out to Miracle Aid. Make sure y'all tap in, because this is not the last time y'all will see Trippy working with partners like this.
Shout out to the cameraman or girl.
Shout out to Alyssa, real talk. She's holding it down on all the film. Trust and believe, it's fire.
110%. She did her thing, man.
Life's a trip. We out. Kurt. Yeah. All right. Appreciate it.
Shout out to cameraman. Shout out to cameraman. Woman.
Shout out to the camera woman.
How are you feeling after today?
You're right. Let me step back.
Good, I'm feeling better, so you gotta feel even better than me.
I'm feeling very trippy. Like,
Okay.
We got a whole bunch of trippians, a whole bunch of trippers a part of the tribe now.
Tripologicus.
What the fuck? We gotta spell that.
Cause I don't know.
Just try your best, Alyssa. Tripologicus.
Yeah.